Welcome to Rune Conversations, where ancient wisdom becomes practical power. If you are ready to think clearly, act consciously, and strengthen your own sphere of influence, you are in the right place. There is a moment just before something truly begins, where everything feels uncertain, not weak, but unformed. And that is where the Rune lives. The Rune stands like a mountain at the threshold of the soul's emergence. It fires the spark, the first ignition of intent. Then is that what grounds that fire into the soil of existence. Is not comfortable, it is not light, it is rude force, survival, resilience, original being. That is the Rune. To truly engage with is to touch something deeper than thought. It is the raw pulse of life, the force that carries you through illness, through pressure, through moments where you honestly don't know how you're going to get through. And yet, you do. Is that. It reconnects you to something ancient inside yourself. Not the story, but the current beneath it all. The force of becoming. The place where healing begins and where renewal rises again and again. And here's the challenge. Will confront you with your will to endure. Not your comfort, not your preferences, your endurance. And once you find that energy, something shifts. You begin to shape it. Like an artisan working with raw clay. At first it is rough, unformed, resistant. But slowly, with pressure, with patience, it becomes responsive. Your inner potential begins to form. There is a line in Odin's rune song that speaks directly to this mystery. It says, "On that tree, of which no one knows from what root it rises." Even Odin, the wanderer, the sacrificer, stood before something he could not fully understand. Yggdrasil rises, vast, eternal, but its roots remain unseen. That is the unfathomable origin, the cause behind all causes, the wellspring no eye can trace. And here is the initiatory truth. Some things are not meant to be explained, they are meant to be endured. Some roots cannot be mapped, they must be trusted. The Rune carries this challenge. It says, stand even when you do not know. Endure even when you cannot see. Draw strength from the source that remains hidden. This is a trial of the soul, to live by invisible roots and still grow. That is This Rune Conversation gave you insight. Practice it. Share in the comments how this conversation speaks to you. I respond personally. Subscribe if you are committed to walking this path rune by rune. Until next time, walk in clarity.